Welcome back to the Daily Venture as I talk about Dr. Fate and the legacy of the Helmet of Nabu. Expect some minor spoilers ahead. Black Adam has struck $250 million in global ticket sales after 10 days on the silver screen. That's a concrete development, one that enhances upon another recent DC spin-off, 2021's The Suicide Squad, which came in at $168 million worldwide while coming at the same time on HBO Max in North America. But the comic book tale still has ways to move to warrant its surprised $195 million allocation. The DC standalone superhero tale, starring Dwayne Johnson, counted $39 million from 76 overseas demands, getting its global tally to $139 million. In North America, where the Warner Brothers movie has reserved the highest spot for 2 weeks, ticket sales stand at $111 million. Other earning regions comprise the United Kingdom with $15.3 million, Mexico with $9.3 million, Brazil with $8.4 million, and France with $8.2 million. Black Adam comes out in Japan on December 2nd. Aside from the global ticket sales, Black Adam had opened the door for a highly expected hero to become the next Dr. Fate. The third act of the Black Adam movie has the tragic end of Kent Nelson, aka Dr. Fate, at the hands of Sabbac. Not only is Dr. Fate a founding member of the Justice Society in the Black Adam movie, but he also is one in the comic books. Kent Nelson, known to be the first and most prominent Dr. Fate, wore the Helmet of Fate as there have been previous Dr. Fates after him. First created by writer Gardner Fox and artist Howard Sherman, he first appeared in More Fun Comics number 55 of May 1940 on an archaeological trip with his father. Nelson inadvertently revives Nabu, a powerful court magician for various pharaohs. However, after freeing Nabu, a lever accidentally releases a toxic gas that kills Nelson's father in the process. Nabu takes sympathy for Nelson and responds by training him to take up the mantle as the next sorcerer in his stead against a never-ending battle against the Lords of Chaos. With the superhero mantle in question in the DCEU, the door is now open for another hero to take up the Helmet of Nabu. And one possible contender is Zatanna, who has a rumored film project in the works. First appearing in Hawkman number 4 of November 1964, she was created by writer Gardner Fox and artist Murphy Anderson. Zatanna is a powerful sorceress that works as a stage magician in the comics. She is currently a reserve member of the Justice League in the comic books. In the course of the film's runtime of the DCEU Black Adam, Nelson receives visions of his associate and friend Carter Hall, aka Hawkman, perishing in the fight against Sabbac. To stop this notion from happening, Nelson chooses to sacrifice himself to spare Hawkman from his future. As he perishes, the Helmet of Fate deteriorates, although not before constructing eyes when shortly utilized by Hawkman. Before Black Adam, Cyclone conveys to Atom Smasher that the helmet decides who can handle and sport it, with an unworthy person being driven to madness should they touch the helmet. After Nelson's end at the hands of the movie's villain, Nabu requires a new host of Dr. Fate, and there is one specific spell user within the DCEU that holds power, Zatanna Zatara. Zatanna is a powerful sorceress who can even rival the likes of John Constantine and Kent Nelson, to name a few. Although no direct link has been shown between the two characters in the DCEU, a solo Zatanna movie could fill that connection between her and Nelson. However, Warner Brothers intended for a Zatanna movie to occur in the DCEU franchise in March 2021. Although the film was initially shifted to be released on HBO Max, this subsequently shifted gears, with the film now exploring other replacement venues. Despite no release date being told, the fact that there may be a Zatanna film that can open the gate for her to become the next Dr. Fate, while highly unlikely. However, aside from Zatanna taking up the mantle of Dr. Fate and with the trend of legacy heroes filling the roster of the Justice Society, one other contender who could take up the helmet of Dr. Fate is a Muslim boy named Khalid Nassar. Created by writer Paul Leftis and artist Sonny Liu, the character first appeared in Convergence, Aquaman number 2 in July 2015. Nassar is an Egyptian-American medical student chosen to act as the next Dr. Fate. He also so happens to be the grandnephew of Kent Nelson. Dr. Fate's DCEU debut is in Black Adam, now in cinemas. So what was the news for today regarding Zatanna taking up the mantle of Dr. Fate? What are your thoughts on the Black Adam film? Who should take up the helmet of Dr. Fate? Please subscribe, Like this video, and share your ideas in the comment regarding the next Dr. Fate. Until then, venture onward.